Okay, so hey there guys. So today's video is going to be another chit chat, get ready with me. I just felt like sitting down and getting ready. Again, I'm just gonna throw on some chapstick because my lips felt a little bit chapped right after I sat down. It's just a regular chapstick. That's all I use now basically. So again, I'm just gonna get right into it and start filming because I have an hour before my boyfriend gets here. I'm just going to be hanging out at his house today. I just want to clean up my brows a bit with my L'Oreal spoolie. So I'm just going to be using basically mostly all inexpensive products except for my highlight. I just really wanted to use the NARS palette today. So that's the only thing that's inexpensive. So I'm just going to start doing my makeup. So I'm using the Milani eyeshadow primer. Again, I'm actually a pretty big fan of this primer. I was thinking about not wearing foundation today, but I actually did pick up a new concealer last night from CoverGirl, and I also picked up a couple of their lip liners because they were half price. And also CoverGirl was spend $15 on CoverGirl, get $8 cash extra bucks, so I didn't want to miss out on that. And I also have to try and make it to CVS hopefully before tomorrow night. I'm probably going to stop by there before I go to my boyfriend's house tomorrow because they're doing $10 on Physicians Formula if you spend $15. And since I earned $8 on CoverGirl, I want to pick up something from Physicians Formula to earn the $10 from Physicians Formula, and then I can pick up something else. So they're stepping up their extra bucks, because Physicians Formula usually is super expensive, and usually it's like spend $15, get $7, but recently I've been seeing that Physicians Formula has been offering more cash back. Then now if you only spend $15, then you get $10 extra bucks, so you can put that towards a second product for Physicians Formula and end up only paying $5 if you use the $10 extra bucks towards another product. So I think I'm going to pick up 2 more Physicians Formula products. It's so overwhelming sometimes because I feel like I never know what I actually want from the drugstore sometimes, because I am always there for like an extra half hour determining what I want, and that's what I was doing last night. But I only picked up 2 CoverGirl lip liners and the concealer because I wanted to earn the $8 for CoverGirl, and I wanted to try another one of their concealers. So I just set my eyes with the Wet n Wild pressed powder, the same powder I used yesterday. I'm basically doing like a part 2 chit chat get ready with me because I didn't really talk about everything I wanted to yesterday. I kind of forgot. So for today's eyeshadows, I'm just going to use my ColourPop single shadows because these are what I use on a daily basis anyway, mostly. So I'm just going to be doing a pretty simple look with those. So I'm just going to start off with Firefly in the crease with my Luxie crease brush. So I forgot to mention to you guys that I did tell you that my last summer program class was yesterday, and it was like a test prep course, and it wasn't for any credit for my school, but it's to prepare us for our certification exam. And I can take my certification exam as early as August. So it's basically like our final test that we have to take that we can take even before our second year of this program, which is really scary to me, honestly, because it's like, why would they want us to take it so early? Because I feel like some people would want more time. I mean, you can wait till next year to take it, but there's like a voucher that you get where it's like 75% off basically for you to take the test, and the test only ends up costing you like $60 or $70 because it's like a $300 test or some crap. But they give you a voucher like if you passed your previous courses with, and I passed mine with merit. I got A's in both classes, but those classes are pretty easy. That you get I'm just working Firefly into my crease. I don't know if I said that already. It's like my most basic nude everyday transition shade. I just use that. Now I'm going to use a little bit of Wake Up Call, which is this shade right here. Right there. And my classmate wants to take it in August, but August is my 30th birthday, and it's like I don't really want to look forward to my birthday and also look forward to taking a test that I need to pass because it's a pretty hard test and it's a pretty long one too. So I'm probably going to be meeting up with my friend a couple of times in July. I was just seeing who was texting me. It's nobody. My boyfriend's supposed to be picking me up in an hour, so I can do my eye makeup pretty relatively quickly now. Honestly, it takes me like 10 minutes to do my eye makeup, sometimes not even 10 minutes. I'm like eye makeup. Because it's just so simple for me to do it first, and I've gotten it down to like 10 minutes. Because I've been pretty like sloppy with my makeup recently. Like, I kind of just throw it on. And I feel like it looks kind of cooler that way. It kind of just looks like an everyday casual look that way rather than being like so perfect and precise. I've been kind of just making it a little bit more casual. And I kind of like that. So I'm just going to work that into my crease. It's one of my favorite shades for the crease. And I'm trying to hit pan on these ColourPop eyeshadows. And this is probably the last time I'm going to be able to use them before my halfway through the year update video, because next month is July. I already said this yesterday though. So anyway, so I'm really nervous about that. I'm not sure if I'm going to be actually prepared for it, but I'm going to tell him I want to meet up with him at least 2 or 3 times next month to study even more. So really nervous about that. And so that is the school situation as of right now. And then I also forgot to tell you guys that I got to go to the world famous Four Seasons a couple weeks ago and dine there with my sister and my mom because, me and my sister were trying to pick a day on when we could actually take me out to celebrate passing my grades, passing my classes. This wasn't really for that though. Like, my sister didn't really make it for me. She just wanted to spend a little bit of time with me and my mom, because me and my mom like never really see her together. It's always like me and my sister, and we just hang out. Like, my mom gives us some money to get stuff in the city because, you know, she feels bad like if we spend a lot of money, so she gives us some money to like order food and stuff like that. Like, she's always helping my sister out. She's never usually giving me money. It's only for my sister usually. She only gives me money for clothes at Lucky, really nothing else, except for my teeth, because I did have to go back to the dentist and get more work done, which I will talk about too, which totally slipped my mind yesterday as well. That's why I wanted to make a part 2, because I literally could talk forever. Now I'm just taking the warmer tone brown called Note to Self, and I'm working that in my crease just to give it a little bit more depth. But my sister works at a really prestigious reservation company that makes reservations for all the super expensive restaurants in the city, like the Four Seasons, Carbone, etc. Carbone is like Kim Kardashian and Kanye West's like favorite restaurant. They would dine there like all the time. And my sister was actually leaving last week. Like, last week was her last week there because she's starting a show in Philadelphia. She's doing West Side Story, and she's going to be doing that all through July, so she couldn't really work. And I don't think she was getting any paid vacation time. And she is getting paid to be in West Side Story, so she didn't really find it worth it to stay there anymore. So she wanted us to take advantage of her discount before she left, because we actually never were able to go there before this, and my mom like didn't even like hasn't been there since she got married, since her first marriage. And I just wanted to see if he was here early, but I don't think he's going to be here till he actually said, which is totally fine. That's when I told him to be here. I'm just trying to work that into my crease a little bit more, just to give it a little bit more definition. I actually really like how that looks. So we're just going to leave that alone. And I don't think I'm going to do an outer corner shade today. I'm just going to go in with a lid shade because usually when I do a little bit softer looks, I don't always put a shade on the outer corner. So I'm just going to take my NYX glitter primer and put that on my lid. No matter what I do, no matter what look I do, I always do this step. And I say that all the time, and probably people are like, why do you need a glitter primer? You're just putting on regular eyeshadow. It helps the regular eyeshadow adhere to your lid like so much easier, even though I got like that all over my lashes. It didn't really get on my lid. So let's try that again. It really helps the actual powder eyeshadow stick to your lid, and it brings out the shimmer so much more. This is all I do now. I don't even wet my brush anymore because I find if I wet my brush, it can get a little bit skippy. Like it doesn't always, excuse me, it doesn't always apply the eyeshadow evenly for some reason. I guess it's the combo of like wet and dry. So anyway, we went there and it was so amazing. The food was delicious. We had the, and it was like 25-30% off, which is awesome. Like, I'm never going to have that opportunity again because she's not going to work there anymore. So I was like, I need to take advantage of this while she's there. But again, it wasn't really for me. They invited me because my mom actually asked my sister if she wanted me to come. So it was nice. It was actually on a day that I had my summer program, but the summer program wasn't mandatory to show up to, so that was the only class that I missed because I wasn't going to, like, not go. I don't know why they're barking. I don't know what they're barking at. And then for the lid shade, oh, Jesus Christ. Guys, can you be quiet? Sorry for the yelling. I don't know why they're barking. I don't know if I'm going to do a brown or a, like, light color. Because I feel like I used this shade Take It Slow all over my lid last time. I'm very torn. I think I'm going to take this High Strung shade and put that all over my lid. Just because I love all of these colors, and they're all gorgeous. But, I kind of want something a little bit more brown today. Oh my god, I forgot how pretty this shade is. I don't know why they're barking. It's driving me insane. I don't know if my mom just got home, but whatever. So I'm just going to keep on putting that on my lid. So the food was friggin' amazing. We got the chopped salad, which is like a world famous salad. We got the ahi tartare, which I've been having ahi tartare like everywhere lately. I had it at the restaurant that me and my best friend went to, that I told you guys we met up for lunch this past Tuesday. And I also had it at the Four Seasons. It's just like one of my favorite dishes. I love ahi tartare. And then we ordered the steak, the ribeye steak, and it was fantastic. It was so good. And then we also had the shrimp tortellini, which was amazing. So we basically had like surf and turf. And then we had the the salted caramel chocolate cake, and it was excellent, so good. And we also had, they gave us the limoncello tortellini on the house. Limoncello cake. I'm like, limoncello tortellini, like I'm still thinking about the shrimp. And it was fantastic. And then after that, we had to go back to my sister's apartment and help her move out because she's actually moving to a brand new place. I can't wait to visit her, to go there and sleep over because she is always dying for me to sleep over. And it's always like, I always go in on a day where I have work like the next day. So hopefully soon, like after her show, I'll be able to sleep over one day. Because I'm going to have more free time again since my class is over. And now I'm just going to pop this Hear Me Out shade on my brow bone because I'm pretty sure I used this yesterday too, but no, I used the Sealer palette, duh. So I'm just going to apply that. And that's it for now. I'm just going to clean up my under eyes real quick, and then we'll jump into the face. Okay, so I cleaned up the under eyes and just grabbed my nude liner. For some reason, I keep on forgetting to grab that. I do like more involved makeup looks, obviously, for work and stuff. Just like today and yesterday was like a more casual day that I didn't really do like too involved looks. Like I literally only have like 10 products in front of me because that's all I need for every day. So if this is boring to you, I'm sorry, but this is what I do on a day-to-day basis, and this is like the most time I have to film. So is on these types of days is when I'm not wearing that much makeup. So I'm just going to spray my face with Smashbox Primer Water. I've just been like loving this stuff again. Oh, it's so good. And then for the primer, I'm going to use the same primer I used yesterday just because I loved how my foundation looked after I used it. So I'm going to go into the L'Oreal Magic Lumi primer again. But I'm using a different foundation and concealer. Obviously, I can't use the same foundation and concealer. That would be super boring. Since it's basically a part 2 to that video. So I'm just going to rub that all over my skin. It's just so pretty. And I just want it to be like super dewy today because I've been watching a lot of the Flower Beauty makeup tutorials because Drew Barrymore has been a guest on a bunch of people's channels. She guest starred on, well, guest starred is the best word, on Nikki Tutorials, on Carly Bible, and Tati. The only one out of the 3 of them I really like is Nikki Tutorials. I love Nikki. Extremely talented. Carly Bible, I just can't get on board with her. She does too many things that it's like too shady to me, like about the whole vegan thing with calling the principal and like saying that he's a horrible person because he wasn't vegan. I don't even remember what happened, but I was like, no, I'm not on board with that. And also, Tati just lies to her subscribers all the time about KKW, saying that it's good and that it flew out of the tube that one time. So I'm just like, no, I just watched the videos because of Drew, because I love Drew Barrymore. And it's really inspired me to pick up some more of her products. But when Drew did her makeup with Tati, I just watched that one today, she just took her illuminating primer and like threw it all over her face. And I was like, that's basically what this is. And it just inspired me to do another dewy look today, just like yesterday. But I just did that yesterday, and it's just like, hey, that's what Drew does every day. She just like slathered it all over her face. And then I'm just going to use a super simple foundation. This is my favorite for every day. This is the number 7 Lift and Illuminate. I'm just going to take like 2 pumps of it, maybe a little bit more. I need to use this up. It's almost done. It's like it's getting there, but I actually haven't worn it in a little while. Because I didn't really, it's kind of getting a bit oily. It's getting a bit watered down. Let's mix it a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Because it's probably getting old. I'm just trying to use it up. It doesn't smell bad. I just know I need to use it up because it's probably starting to get a little bit oily and separated because it's a little bit old. I should have returned it when I bought it because I basically bought it when it was already like going to be expired soon, but it hasn't irritated my skin or anything, so I keep on using it because it's not like I feel like this foundation is so like skin beneficial that it's like you really couldn't like hurt your skin using it. I think that's all I'm going to do, and then I'm just going to blend it in, but I want to keep it super light today. So what are everybody's July 4th plans? my friend had actually invited me to a cruise in Freeport. I think it had like unlimited drinks if you paid for the cruise ticket. And my friend was going to pay for me. She's actually a lot older than me, but it's so much fun to hang out with her. She's my old coworker. Not to say old, like old lady, but she's my old coworker from Applebee's, meaning I used to work with her. Like, I'm not like insulting her by saying she's my old coworker. And she was going to pay for my ticket. And I was like, no, 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 save your money. I usually always go to Josh's house for a barbecue every year, so I'm sorry. I really wish I would be able to, but basically it's like a tradition for me to go to his house now because like we don't really throw barbecues at my house. My mom is just like not that type of person. Like my boyfriend's parents are very social and they have a lot of friends. So they invite a bunch of people over. They have like more friends than we do. It's like crazy because all I do is hang out with Josh and my best friend. Like I don't invite anybody over here for like besides like Liz and Josh because my mom's like a little bit weird like that. Like she only lets like certain people over. Like it took forever just for her to be comfortable with my boyfriend coming over like a couple of times every other week. Like it wasn't even that often. Like my mom's just like very private and she doesn't like a lot of people over. So it's more than that, but I'm not gonna like get into it. But so I usually go over his house every year, so that's what I'm just gonna do again this year. And I was like, I really don't want you to spend your money. I was like, save your money and we'll do something soon. This looks really pretty. Again, this primer just makes every single foundation look so pretty and healthy on top. Like, it doesn't even look like that much. It just looks so natural. Oh, I love it. I also love these foundations, though, but also I just feel like the primer makes them look so much better. All right, I'm just going to take a little bit more. I'm going to try and shake it up a little. It's hard to shake this foundation up, though, since it's, like, not really, like, able to shake it up that much because of the way it's packaged. And I'm just going to put a little bit more on my neck. I feel like it kind of missed some spots. And then we're going to try out a new CoverGirl concealer. Because I did pick up a new concealer. But yeah, I was watching her tutorials. And it really inspired me to pick up some stuff from Flower Beauty. And just Drew Barrymore is so down to earth. She's such a... I could listen to her talk for hours. She's so, like, wise and... She is older than these beauty gurus that she's working with, but she's just so knowledgeable, and the way that she describes things and talks about things, it's just like, it's so pleasant to listen to. I've always loved her, so I feel like I should try out some of her stuff. I'm not going to pick it up, though, till probably the next time I haul, because I need to haul the products that I picked up, because I do want to talk about them in a favorites video, so... I probably will film a haul at some point before my favorites video. Because I need to film my favorites video and my haul next week. So, yeah, hopefully I'll find time to do that. I don't think he's here yet. But I did tell him to pick me up at 3. It's like 2:25 right now. So, I'll probably text him in the next like 20 minutes. Oh, he's on his way already. Alright, and now I'm going to use this brand new CoverGirl Clean Invisible Concealer. I'm probably not going to talk that much now because I need to hurry up because I didn't realize he was going to be on his way. I'm almost done anyway. It's only going to take me another like 15 minutes. This does have kind of a little bit of an alcohol-y scent to it. But I'm going to apply that. It does say invisible wear, so that's why I was kind of excited to try it. And it also said it was for normal skin, and when I blended it out on my hand, it was a little bit matte. It's not like the most dewy concealer, but I like the consistency, and it blends out really nicely. I wanted to try the new foundation too, but my CVS still doesn't have it in stock, but I wanted to pick up more of their products since I've never seen CoverGirl offer $8 extra bucks. It's, you know, they're not a really cheap brand. So I'm just gonna blend that out. But yeah, there are other things coming up for me. Nothing as of right now besides July 4th, and also my sister's show is later in the month. So I'm very excited for that. I have to put in my request still for that. So I'm just going to, I actually really like how this blends out. It's really nice. I think I'm going to be a fan of this concealer. Because I don't know, I'm not really a fan of the e.l.f. one, the L'Oreal one. After I wore it yesterday all day, because I did show it in my video yesterday, I used the L'Oreal primer, the L'Oreal foundation, and the concealer, and it really is a super light concealer. It doesn't really give that much coverage at all, so I wanted to see how this would wear. And so far, I really like how it's blending out, so let's see how it is under the eyes. I did try it a little bit under my eyes last night. But I think it was because I had already done my skincare. I didn't love how it looked. That's all I'm going to do. I don't want to put too much underneath my eyes. Because I'm not going for a full coverage look. But I don't really love how, like, CoverGirl foundations blend out under my eye. I don't know why. But I feel like there's not really, like, a big concealer trend lately. There's not really a concealer that, like, everybody's talking about that's like, oh my god, you need to try it. Not from what I've seen lately. The only concealer that people are talking about right now is the Tarte Creaseless Concealer, but I probably won't even try that. There's very mixed reviews about it so far. Some people love it, some people hate it, and I was never really a huge fan of the Shape Tape, but I could probably pass on that concealer too. The only concealer I ever want to use or try again from Tarte is the Rainforest of the Sea. That's like my favorite one. Alright, so it does feel a little bit dry under my eyes. It didn't really cover that much, to be honest. It looks pretty dewy. I think that's just because of the primer. I forgot to bring my setting powder into my room too. My under eye setting powder. Let me just go set my under eyes real quick. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to set underneath my eyes real quick with my e.l.f. powder. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to finish this video. I didn't think he was going to leave so early. I thought he was going to leave, you know, around like 2:45. I don't love how this looks under my eyes right now, but look how much that e.l.f. powder brightened. Oh, this e.l.f. powder is so good. This is the e.l.f. powder, the Smooth and Set Under Eye setting powder. I love this stuff. It's so good. Okay. So that's pretty much done. And now we're just going to, I think I'm just going to line my waterline real quick. So I'm not going to smudge anything underneath my eyes just to save some time. So I'm just going to use the MAC Nude Liner in Risque. I love this. It's so good. As I hopefully won't poke my eye out. But I just do this on like super lazy makeup days if I just want to brighten up my under eyes just a little bit. I'll just take that and put it underneath my eyes and basically done. And then I'm just going to take the ColourPop Let Me Explain eyeshadow, which has been my absolute go-to. Every time I use ColourPop, I use this eyeshadow. It's just so beautiful. I love this shade. It's just perfect for the inner corners. And just pop it right there. God, I can't believe he left so early. But that means he only left like 5 minutes ago, so I probably still have like 15 minutes. He says like on his way sometimes before he even like leaves the house. Or like when he's actually taking a shower. Sometimes he'll just say it, like, just to make me nervous as to when he's actually here. So, I'm watching Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I'm on the 6th season. I'm almost done with it. I don't know if I really want to stick with it anymore because it's extremely cringy. Like, I thought that It's Always Sunny and The Office was bad. Like, The Office is, like, mild compared to this show. Like, It's Always Sunny is pretty... You have to, like, be a super liberal to watch, It's Always Sunny. It can be very racist sometimes, but it's just hilarious to me. I love it. But Curb Your Enthusiasm is getting a little bit extreme for me. So I'm going to use the Clinique Lash Power Mascara again. I really liked how it looked yesterday. So I'm going to use it again today. Sorry, my shorts are bothering me a little bit. So I'm just going to coat my lashes with that. I feel like my voice is still recovering from karaoke, so forgive me if it's a little bit raspy still. But I am, like, trying to drink water as I'm getting ready right now. Gotta bring this a little bit closer. Sometimes I feel like my mirror creates such an extreme shadow when I'm trying to do my makeup. But I'm not watching any other shows right now. I finished New Girl a while ago. I really liked the ending. I think that they did a really good job. I heard a car, but it's not Josh. I think it's my brother. I got really nervous for a sec. I was like, oh my god, is he here already? Usually, like, he's always really, like, not really late, but he's usually, like, never here when I tell him to be. Usually he's, like, a half hour late. But, he left, like, really early today, so I was, like, thinking that he might have been here already. So I'm just going to press in my, lines one more time so they don't really, like, settle. I told you guys if you just push it in with a sponge or your powder, then it won't settle anymore. And I'm just going to set my face with the Wet n Wild powder. It's such a good powder, you guys. I love this stuff. Just to mattify my skin a little bit more because we're a little bit dewy. And then I'm going to bronze up my skin with the same bronzer, which is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This necklace drives me crazy. It just turns, like, constantly. So I'm just going to bronze up my skin a little bit. If I could find my bronzing brush. So yeah, let me know what shows that you guys watch. I really want to watch, a drama after this because I am such a huge fan of comedies that, like, because I just like uplifting shows, you know, like, I can't watch The Blacklist. That shit was so gross for me. Ugh, I stopped watching that after, like, the 2nd season. I'm like, I cannot watch this show. But, like, Everybody Loves Raymond, Will and Grace, you know, like, those are the shows I love. That it's, like, hard for me to get into dramas sometimes, like, because sometimes they're just too sad. I want to watch This Is Us at some point. I heard that show's really good. But I really want to watch this show called Turn. It's like a AMC show about the Revolutionary War. So I really want to watch that at some point. I'm just going to bronze really lightly. I've been trying to go a lot lighter with my bronzer on my neck because I can, like, turn myself orange, like, really easily. I just want to see how that looks. That actually looks really good. Alright, and then for blush, I'm going to take the Essence Satin Touch Blush in the shade Satin Coral, and I'm going to use that. I was actually going to use this yesterday, but I forgot it was in front of me. But I brought Madly into my room just in case if I wanted to use something, like, super simple. I've been trying to get a lot more into Essence products, and this blush is really, really good. This was in one of my favorites videos, but I haven't worn it in a while, so I wanted to use it today. It's a really pretty peachy blush, but it's not, like, too orange. It's really pretty. Just want to put on A little bit more. All right, I think that's good, or we're going to look too orange. But I've been trying to get into more Essence products, and that's why I picked up their lip liner. I do like some of their stuff, not everything. And then for the highlight, I'm going to use the NARS Bonk Disable palette. I'm just going to dip into all 3 shades. I just swirl all 3 shades on my brush and then just pop them on my cheeks because I find that you get the best payoff with just swirling all of them. So I'm just going to apply it with my A23 Anastasia brush. Ooh, that's pretty. Wow, that looks really pretty today. And then same on this side. Hope he's not here already. No, he's not. Okay, cool. I'm like such a manic when he's like on his way. I think I'm actually going to be able to finish this video. And I'm just going to take it on my nose and all that jazz. I'm going to do my brows off camera. But yeah, that's pretty much everything else I needed to talk to you guys about. Let me know if you guys have any questions about me or makeup. I'm always open to always answering all of your questions as best as I can. I'm not the most knowledgeable person. I'm always learning every single day about like what I like for makeup and what I can do to make my makeup better. But I am no expert whatsoever. But if you guys have questions or about like opinions about some of my the products that I love, or products that you think that I've tried or want me to try for you, let me know. Because I'm pretty good about that, because obviously if I've tried the product, I'm going to let you know my opinion. Alright. Did I put enough on this side? Wow, it looks really, really gorgeous today. Wow, looks really pretty. Ooh, I like that a lot. It just looks so sheeny. And then I'm just going to set my face with the NYX Dewy Skin Mist. But yeah, I'm just under like a lot of pressure to do well on this test. So hopefully I will. I'm just going to do this real quick. It takes me like 2 seconds because then I'm just going to throw on my lip color. But yeah, I'm pretty much done with my makeup. Let's do my lips first. So I picked up these CoverGirl Lip Perfection lip liners, and this one's in the shade Seduce 210, so this is the nude shade. And I was like, after I picked these up, I was like, this really wasn't that cheap for a lip liner, but if it was half price, I wanted to try it out. Oh, this goes on nice. Does it have any pigment, though? It doesn't really look like it has much pigment at all. Excuse me, I just burped. It goes on really smoothly, but it doesn't really have that much pigment. I also picked up some candy for him to give to him from this like Port Jeff candy store. They were not cheap, but the heck is that? Probably it's just red from me like trying to adjust my necklace the whole time. I feel like this lipstick's very light. I mean, this lip liner is very light. But that's what I was going for anyway, because I'm using a super sheer lip color. So this is the Clinique Chubby Stick Moisturizing Lip Color Balm in the shade Mega Melon. This is a really substantial sample. This looks like a full size. So since my mom picked up so much stuff from Clinique lately, the sales lady always gives us like so much stuff. And I tried this out a little bit ago. And it's really light. It's just like a balmy type product. And I feel like it's so perfect for today. I haven't worn it out of the house yet because I took it off and wore something else that day. But I wanted to use it today. Because it kind of goes with my blush too. Feels like my lips are a little bit too moist on the inside. All right. I feel like, all right, that's really good, actually. I feel like I'm going to be putting that on for forever if I don't stop. And then I'm just going to set my brows with my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Mascara. This is all I do is brush my brows out with a spoolie and then just set it with brow gel. It's just so easy and simple. Plus, I need to do my brows, too. I need to pluck my eyebrows. But yeah, this is pretty much the finished look, you guys. Sorry that I had to rush a little bit at the end. I thought I had more time, but I'm basically ready anyway, so it's probably going to be here any minute. Hopefully I didn't rush for no reason, because I hate when he says he's on his way and then he's not really anywhere close. But let me just fix this real quick. Yeah, I'm going to have to tweeze that part. But I think that's pretty much done. So yeah, this is the finished look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me just brush through my crease one more time. I feel like the lid shade is still transferring a little bit. But again, it kind of looks pretty that way. Alright, so please like and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you want to see next on my channel. So this is my final makeup look. So again, super dewy, super healthy. I'll probably post this video a little bit after the first one, so they're not like one right after the other, because I feel like that's kind of boring. But I really like how this look turned out. I really like this lipstick. I think it's so pretty. It's so easy to wear. So please like and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. And let me know if you have any questions about any of these products that I used in this video. And again, let me know what your go-to summer favorites are. I would love to know. Love you guys. Bye. And a haul should be coming very, very soon. So, bye.